Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Excel VBA Expert. In today's video, we are going to create a data splitter using Excel VBA. So here, if I will show you guys, so if I have given you the task, if I have been assign a task that Akash, you will have to extract and you will have to split the data product wise in a different sheet. All right, this is the one task, and the second task is that you need to split the data in the different workbook and save those workbook in somewhere in the folder. So here you guys can see I have created one, the macro and assign in this particular tab. How we can assign, I will tell you in this video. Okay, so if I will click on this data splitter, you guys can see I have got this particular, the user form. So here, whatever the headers we do have in this particular sheet, it will automatically detect, okay, itself. So if I'm clicking on this select header, and I'm clicking on this country, and I'm clicking on this workbook, if I want to split the data, okay, on the country wise, okay, for the different countries, I want the separate workbook in a particular folder. I can give the path of that particular folder. For example, in my case, this is the path where I want to save my all the files. So if I will paste it here and I will run it, so you will see there are a lot of coding and a lot of, small one line of a code I have not written. Just let me show you. So you guys can see, as soon as it has done, so I have not given the message box, okay, it directly got stuck here. If I will close it, okay, sorry, if I will close it, it is still running. Just run it. Okay, done. Okay, if I will close it, so you guys can see, what it is doing. I'll tell you guys later on. So let me check. Yes, you guys can see, different data we have got. If I will open this France, so I only will be having the France data in this particular workbook. So let me show you here. So you guys can see in the country, you will be able to see only France data. So how you guys can do and can make such a beautiful, the Excel user form, okay, with the very dynamic, it is something which is very useful for the people. Okay, and how you guys can create it by yourself. So let me show you the demo today. So for example, not example, let's insert the user form by pressing alt IU. And here you need to just press F4, so that you can get this, the format design option, right? So I want to give the name as data splitter, okay. And next, I want to change the color. I want to give the back color as, for example, as blue right now, okay. And now what next, I want to give the drop down. So the drop down I want to give here, okay, I want to give the drop down here, select header, for example, and let's change the color as font color as white and increase the size of it. So here I can select the bold and I can increase it till 11 font size, okay. So drop down we can give here we have a drop down combo box. So you need to just select it like this, okay, select it, and you can change the font size as well. Let's keep it as a bold and 10, okay, and it's all right. Now I want to give the frame here. So frame you guys can give, let's design. It's very simple to design it, okay, it is very simple to design it. So frame, in the frame I want to give here, selection. I want to give here selection, and font I want to increase and keep it as a bold as a 9, okay, and let's give it as a white. Now it seems better. Okay, now let's give the option button here, option button 1, option button 2 to just select, okay, where the people want to, where people want to split their data. So first is workbook, and second would be is worksheet. So let's copy it and paste it. It's very simple. Paste it, and worksheet you guys can write worksheet. And I want to give here, you can decrease and set the alignment of, the frame. For example, like this I have given. And let's give the command button here of run, okay. For example, I am writing here run, okay, and I am changing the color as green, change the color as a green, okay, and changing the font size as well as 10. I'm keeping it, okay, and I would like to have a bold one and 12, Yes, now it seems better. So here what I want is I want to change the cursor of mouse as well. Okay, so what I can go in the mouse icon, I can click here. You guys can see I can select any mouse icon. For example, I'm selecting this one and changing the mouse pointer as a custom. Okay, as a custom I selected. What next? If somebody would click on this particular workbook, so it should be asking, the text box where the people can, give their path where they want to save. So this is the text box. Okay, let's change the font size as well, 12 and bold. Okay, for example, now what I want, we need to make it dynamic. As soon as user will click, on the macro, it should come up. Okay, but okay, in on initial stage, unless until the user will not click this on this particular workbook, so it should be hidden. So here you guys can see the height of this user form is right now 169. Okay, for example, not 169, let's keep it as 165. Okay, 165, and if I will hide it till here, so what will be 125. Okay, 160, 162 and 123, 162 and 123. So let's double click on this and come here and write the code in the initialize. So here you need to write me dot height should be 129, right? And else me, okay, it's now automatic. Okay, and after that let's execute. You see, but still, something is coming, something is coming. So we need to, instead of 1 to 9, let's keep it as a 1 to 8, 1 to 8, f5. You see, 1 to 8, not let's yes, now 1 to 8. Now let's run it. You see how it's running, right? Now if the user will click on this workbook, so it should come up. Okay, it should come up. So how it can be done, we need to change it, right? So instead of 128, let's, after that we need to double click on this user form, click here and give the part if me dot option 1 is equal to true, then, it's means, you will have to write here me height is equal to 169. Now let's run it. If I will click on this here, then you will see it is coming. If I will click on this worksheet, so it should again it should be hidden. So how? We need to click on this particular worksheet. Let's copy this one. Okay, me dot height, and keep it as 128. Now let's run it. So as soon as the user is, initializing the user form, so it is not asking, but user will click on this workbook. Then what is happening, it is asking the, path. If user will click on this worksheet, so again it will go, right? So here we have done, this much thing. Now next we need to, we need to get all the headers of the data if we have a data in our active sheet, right? So let's, run it. As soon as it is initializing, so here one variable we are declaring k as a long. Okay, 4k12 cells, row number 1, columns dot count. Okay, dot and excel to write dot column. Okay, dot column. Next k we need to write here with me dot comma box 1 dot add item, cells row number should be 1, column number should be k dot value, and end with. Now let's run it. How it look like? It is looking much better. You see all the drop down we have got. For example, you are saying we are getting the head only of this particular workbook. Let me move here. Now let's run it. You will see it is dynamically, you see all the headers only of this particular active sheet. We are getting the header in this drop down. So now if I will click on this, for example, on employee name, and I will click on this workbook, I will give the path, and if I will click on this run, so what it should done, whatever the it should first, extract out the unique name and keep on filtering the data and copy and pasting in the different workbook and save in the particular path which I have given this particular text box. Okay, so we need to do all these things. So let's do it. First let's do the workbook. Okay, so here double click on this run. Right here the one code, dim k as an integer, column number as long, simple. For if me dot option 1 is equal to true, then and me text box 1 dot value is unequal to blank. Okay, then what should happen? It should first, copy the column and paste in the last column. Okay, for example, I am writing here. Okay, first we need to have a column number. So in the column number, I want the column number as, cells, not worksheet, match. Okay, me dot combo box 1 dot value, where in the range a1, in whatever active sheet we do have in the row number 1, it should search 0. And after that, what should happen? It should come here, and if the condition is getting meet, then what should happen? Cells. Okay, cells. And after that, row number should be 1, column number k dot entire column dot copy. Okay, copy, and it should get paste where range xfd1 dot entire, not entire, paste, paste special, paste special. Okay, and after that, what should happen? It should remove the duplicates value, xfd1 dot entire column dot remove duplicates 1 and header. And after that, the loop should get start to run. How? So here we need to write the code very carefully. For k row number from 2, cells rows dot count xfd dot and xlup dot row. Next k, I want to have here one more variable as a wkb, as a workbook. Okay, and after that, as soon as it is happening, it should filter out the data range. It should first activate the data, this workbook dot activate. Okay, range a1 dot current region, auto filter, and column number would be the same which we have extracted, we have stored in this particular variable. And the criteria would be range, xfd k dot value, and excel filter values. Okay, and after that, it should get saved. Now first it should copy range a1 dot current region spatial cells should be copy. Okay, copy. And now let's add the workbooks dot add range a1 dot paste special right here, and save the workbook. Where? Save as where we need to save it in me text box 1 dot value. And after that, the workbook name would be the same, the name. For example, we are splitting the data on the basis of the product, so the name would be only of the product. So here, range xfd, okay, not range, this workbook. Okay, like this workbook dot, okay, workbook dot active sheet, not active sheet. Okay, it should be like, it should be after pasting the data, again activate the data, this workbook dot activate. Okay, activate, so that we can capture out the file name. So range xfd k dot value, and save it as .xlx. Okay, save it as. And after that, we need to close it. Application dot display alerts is equal to false. Wkb dot close, it should be also, it should be true. Application dot display alerts equal to true. Okay, and now this condition should be and after the k, and if, right? That's what only you need to write, guys. So now let's see, is it working or not. I'm saving it first, and now I'm running the code. As soon as I run, now you guys can see I have a data, for example, employee name and workbook, and I want to have the data, for example, let me delete it first. Okay, let me delete it, and I want to give this path here, and come here and paste it. Paste and run. Now you see we are getting the error. Where we are getting the error? Here. You see the k is nothing here. K is nothing, right? You guys can see instead of k, what we need to give this column number where we have not entered. Okay, now run it. It is copying the data. Okay, we have selected the employee num. Now you guys can see in the B column it got selected and pasting it somewhere, and I'm just pressing directly F5, and no cell were found. I'm just clicking here, so you guys can see, here we do not have a data. Okay, it says we don't have any data. Range a1 dot current reason where in this workbook. Okay, range current reason, and because might be we do not have a data. Let me check. You see data, we do have a data, but it's not got pasted. Let me again run it. Let me again run it, and I'm just checking employee name workbook. Okay, and just copying the folder again and pasting it here and clicking on the run. You will see no cell were found. Why we are getting this error? Might be just because of Akash Kumar we have filter out. And after that, range a1 dot current reason special. Okay, special cells. Okay, we need to select this one and dot copy. That's what we need to copy. Okay, copy and paste and just keep on doing so. You will see all the data are being splitted and saving in the particular folder, the path we have given this particular text box. So you see, it will be done in just few seconds. Okay, it is getting done. I think something went wrong, I believe. Okay, all right, I think it's getting hang. Something went wrong. So we already saved the code, so it's not a no worries. So let me see why we are just key. What actually it is doing. You see now it's got done, but how many workbook it has done? Let me see. Okay, because we do have 15 workbooks, right? So 15 workbook would be here. You see it is 16 because we have a tool here as a splitter. You guys can see splitter. Just because of that, it is working. It is working, right? So now if I will select this the same macro. Okay, if I will select the same macro and will run it here, and you will see I want the data on the basis of product now, and in the different workbook, and in this particular folder, and paste it here and run it. You will be able to see your output in just few seconds or few seconds. It hardly will take less than 1 minute. So you guys can just look at the the task which is going on. So something went wrong, I believe. No, everything is good to go. Okay, so we just need to see because we have not given the message box. So you will be able to see we have a 6 workbook here. Okay, we have splitted the data successfully. For example, I'm showing off the Velo. So here if I will open it, you will be able to see we have a data here of the Velo. Only Velo product we have. Okay, we do not have a other product in this particular data. You see how easily people and the user will be able to to split the data workbook wise in the separate workbook in the different sheet. So we have only written the code only of the workbook. Now let's write the code of the worksheet. Now let's copy it and paste it. Okay, here instead of 1, let's give here 2. We need to just, this would be same, this would be same, this would be same, this would be same, and this also this workbook we need to add on the top. Okay, and after that we need to activate the data, I mean our this particular you know workbook activate. Okay, as soon as we activated, now it should start to run. Copy and paste. After that, this one we do not need this line anymore. And now, okay, at the end I want the message box done. Okay, for example, now it's done. Now I want this particular, for example, let's run it. Okay, I'm just selecting this, I'm running it now. You guys can see I want to have a data country wise, but in the worksheet. Now let's run it. You say it's saying done. Why it says done? Let me check why it says done. Why it says done. it says done. Option 1, okay, we do not need this value. Okay, now let's run it. I want to have a data country wise in the different worksheet. Now let's run it. You see, it is giving the error, the selection is not a valid, make sure copy and paste area are getting match. Why it is happening? You see, this is the data we have copied and we want to paste where we want to paste. Where we want to paste, we need to activate the data, I mean that particular workbook. Activate it, and again we are activating this workbook. First activate it, and now it will get paste and this will run. Okay, now let's press F5. You see, okay, you see how easily the data. Now you would have two workbook. One where you have a data, we are not saving this data. This is the data of the United States, this is the data of, okay. So what is the error? We have now, we are not adding the sheet, we are just copying and pasting on the only one sheet. We need to add the sheet in the different worksheets. So we need to add the sheet here. Sheets dot add after sheets dot count. Okay, now let's run it. Now let's also assign the macro. If I want the particular button, in this particular tab. Okay, so how we can do that? We can go in the file, we can go in the more and select the option, and come here in the customize ribbon. Come here in the under the Amarjit, you can create the new tab, but already I have a tab. I want to have a macro. So from this popular commands, right here macro, select the macros here. Okay, we will have to, we have not done one thing. We need to call this particular form, okay, through module. Okay, this is the form we want to call out here. From sub procedure question number 2, user form, sorry, sub procedure user form to show false. Okay, now let's go in the file, select the more and go in option, select here customize ribbon, and right here macros, and under the Amarjit, now let's assign this question number 2 where we are calling our data. Now let's add it and give the name as data splitter, and click on OK, and click on OK. You will be able to see in under the Amarjit you have a data splitter. Okay, two data splitter you have. Now let's run it. You have, this is what actually we have created. If I'm clicking on this workbook, you see I'm getting this option. If I'm clicking on this worksheet, it is going on, right? So I want to have a data of product wise. Now let's run it. How easy it is, to have the data in a one particular worksheet, okay, in just a one click. Okay, now you will be able to view your data here. Okay, product wise, 1 2 3 4 5, so on, we have a data. But I want to have a data in the different workbook, right? So how we can do, let's copy the data. Okay, and let's remove this particular file as well. Okay, come here and you guys can do one thing. Let's copy the path first. Copy, come here and click on this data splitter, and right here I want to have a data country wise in different workbook. Just giving the path and run it. You see, in just few seconds we are able to have a data in a different workbook. So guys, you can use this particular user form, okay, on your daily work. This will reduce a lot of, this will help you a lot, and it will help you to close the things faster, okay, of your daily task. So now we have done it. Now let's check it, is it done or not. So I am just opening it. Okay, done. Remove it and come here. Now let's check the data. I have a Canada. Let's see, I have a France. I'm opening the France data. I should have only data only of France. Let me check, by putting the filter in the country. See guys, I have only data only of France. So how easily we are able to split the data in just a one click. I hope guys you have liked the video, and I am going to attach this file in the description box. From there you guys can download it and you can use it